Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ella, and if you just see my face for the first time, you're welcome to my space. And in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you 10 baby essentials that you should buy or you would want to buy. So let me know about you out. Let's get right into this video. So number one, clothes, baby clothes, newborn clothes, but it shouldn't be like newborn clothes. Like in my previous video where I talked about the things I regret buying, as a new mom or a first time mom, definitely you would want to buy newborn clothes, but you shouldn't buy or spend a lot of your money on newborn clothes, like seriously, because at the end of the day, your baby might not even fit into those clothes, or your baby might even outgrown those clothes even before 1 month. So like I said in my previous video, if you would want to buy clothes and socks and bibs and bob clothes and all of that, it's nice. But for the newborn clothes, you should buy newborn clothes from maybe just 5 or 6, and it's okay. The other clothes should be like a little bit of the bigger size, okay? Because that was one of the mistakes I made as a new mom. I never knew that this clothes has sizes. I just went on shopping and I bought new clothes, and most of these new clothes were actually for preemie babies. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. I mean premature babies. My heart goes to moms that actually had their baby prematurely, but I never knew they were clothes for babies like that. So I just went shopping, and I believe that most of those clothes I bought for my baby was for preemies, and I just bought them. They were too small for my baby, and she outgrown them, like seriously. So if you're a new mom or first time mom, you would want to put that into consideration while shopping. You would want to make sure that you're taking the right size, and don't spend too much money on buying new clothes, newborn clothes, because at the end of the day, it's just going to be a waste of money. So focus on buying bigger size and let your baby grow into those clothes instead of outgrowing them in less than just maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So yes, Number two, crib, your baby bed. Okay, that for sure we know it's very important. Where is the baby gonna sleep? Are you gonna be co-sleeping? Definitely, you're also gonna co-sleep for maybe the first few days, I think, because getting back from the hospital, your baby's just gonna cry, and you're not gonna be able to sleep. And for you to actually sleep and be able to sleep, and your baby to also sleep, it's gonna be only when you co-sleep. Okay, you just have to, like, all right, let's just sleep together. That way you can get some sleep and your baby also gets to sleep. So definitely that is an essential. The bed, definitely. So number three, bathtub. Yes, the bathtub is very important. Very, very, very important. For we new moms and first time moms, is very important. So definitely you need the bathtub, because the first few days of giving birth and getting back from the hospital, you're definitely going to bathe your baby, and that is not going to be in your bathtub. It's not going to be in the shower with you. It's going to be in a baby's bathtub. All right, so that is another essential that you would want to add to your list. So number four, pump. Yes, pumping is very important. Definitely, it's very important. But for me, I would say I never actually did pump. And the only time I only thought of it was during when I was stopping my toddler from breastfeeding. That was the only time I thought of pumping. But apart from that, from the moment I gave birth to her to when I stopped her from breastfeeding, I never actually did pump. And that's because I was always with her and she was always with me. We were always together. So what was the essence of me pumping? So yeah, she's just close to the boobs. She's always close to the boobs all the time. So I don't know, I just couldn't pump. But I know it's an essential. It's very important. You really want to make sure you have the pump before going to the hospital, because in case of maybe your breast milk didn't bring out anything and you're so curious to just want to nurse your newborn because you feel he or she is starving, like me. I wasn't bringing out anything and I thought my baby was starving, so I was just using my hand and I bruised it. So if you feel that way, then you also need a pump. Take it with you. If you're not bringing out anything, then you can just try it and see if it will come out. So the next tip, baby carrier. Yes, that is also very important, most especially if it's just you and your husband. You really need a baby carrier, because at the end of the day, your husband is going to just go back from work after his paternity leave, okay? And then when he goes back to work, who's going to help you? No one. It's just definitely going to be you till when your husband gets back from work. So the process whereby you're at home and you know you want to make use of your hands, like doing this and that with both hands, and your baby's just there, probably not sleeping or crying, and wants you to just carry her, then just put the baby in your carrier and just comfort the baby, like, okay, you're with mama and you're here, so let mama use her hands. So you can just put your baby right inside the carrier while you're using your hand to do whatever it is you're doing, with cooking or trying to fix breakfast or coffee or anything. Okay, that is one thing that you really want to have as a new mom or a first time mom. Okay, it's really something that actually did help me a lot, trust me, because at the end of the day, my husband just went back to work from his paternity leave, and it was just me alone. So for me to take care of the house and take care of myself and make sure I cook something and I eat something, someone needs to hold the baby for me, and there was no one at home to actually do that for me. So the only place and the only person that can actually help me was my baby carrier. So for a new mom, you definitely need a baby carrier. Trust me, you need it. Number 6, baby rocker. Yes, baby rocker, baby rocker. Definitely you also need that for when the baby is for when the baby is crying, or probably you want to rock the baby to sleep, or probably you want to have a me time and you also want the baby to just have his or her own time, like just stay there. You're not crying, you're not sleeping, you're not playing. Mama can carry, so you just stay there and let mama stay here, and then we're going to be looking at each other. So you can just put your baby in the rocker while focusing on other things like reading a book, watching a movie, or I don't know, sorting out the bill, or just making a phone call, anything. But just make sure the baby is comfortable in the rocker, and that way you get to free your hands, you get to have a little bit of your time. The moment you take care of the baby, you bathe your baby, you feed your baby, you put the baby in the rocker, and then you both can just sit down and watch TV together while you're rocking the baby and you're also relaxing. Okay, number 7, breastfeeding pillow. Very important. I can remember saying I never had any idea about breastfeeding pillow, trust me. I get to find out about it from when I was pregnant as a new mom. So I can remember bugging my husband about it, that I really needed the breastfeeding pillow. I needed the breastfeeding pillow, and he was like, okay. And yes, it's really one thing that you also want to buy and have, especially if you had a baby VACS. Okay, I mean a cesarean, C-section. Yes, so it's very important. That way you get to don't bring your back down while breastfeeding your baby, like this, stuff like that. You get to stay like this because you have the breastfeeding pillow around this way, and your baby's at the top, so you're comfortable and your back doesn't hurt. You're breastfeeding and you are in a more comfortable position while using the breastfeeding pillow and breastfeeding your baby. It's more preferable to actually use the breastfeeding pillow because it will save your back from having back pain. So it's very important, very important. You have the car seat. Definitely we know that is very important. The car seat is very important for sure. So the moment you give birth, even though the baby is still very small, is not sitting yet, you need a car seat. Yes, it's very important. I mean, we all know that. So number 9, baby dresser. Yes, baby dresser. Number 9, baby dresser. I think that's what they call it. Baby dresser, baby locker, baby wardrobe. Yes, where you can just put the baby clothes, the diaper, the pants, the bob clothes, the socks, the mittens, everything. You just need it. A small box. That place where you can just store your baby clothes. And yes, it's also very important. Lastly, number 10, night lights. Oh, night lights, amazing. I think for me, this is one of the most, for me, I would say this is the number one thing. I don't know, it depends on you though. But for me, I would say this is the number one thing for me. Before I would think of buying anything, I would definitely want to go for a night light. Trust me. If you have a night light in your house, then it's okay. A very small lamp that you can on at night where everywhere is dark, but there's a small lamp where you can just put it on and it will be like a very small light in the room. It's nice. Okay, trust me, you really want to do that. This one for me is my most biggest essential. Okay, so me being a mom, I had a very, like I said earlier in most of my videos, my anxiety was like something else. Okay? And there was one thing that I just couldn't get off my mind, which was the SID, sudden infant death. Okay, so this was what really made me into making sure that I needed a night light, and up till now I still use a night light. My baby is almost 2 now, but I still use a night light, and that is because even as a toddler there are some ways she still sleeps. I wake up like 2-3 times at night to always make sure that she's comfortable. There is nothing covering her face. The night light is a go, like it's a must. Okay, so I don't know if it's because of my anxiety or if it's, I don't know if it's because of that, but trust me, night light for a new mom or as a first time mom is something that you really don't want to play with. So I think this is where I'm gonna hold it, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All right, and see you next Monday. Bye.